Good evening, everybody out there. How is it going? Welcome to House Flipper again, and welcome to this. As you see, it's changed. Santa Claus is coming to town, apparently. Yeah, we've got the Christmas update today. We've got a new house. I'm not looking at that tonight, but what I am going to be doing is finishing off the house that I was doing, and also the wrestling arena. It's done. It will be sold tonight. So that's to come, and that's to look forward to in this live stream. I hope everybody out there is okay and had a good day. I hate it when fucking House Flipper does this. There we go. Right. It's over the garage is the house that we've been doing, so let's get into it. And let's see if we can get this house, well, semi-complete, I guess. This will probably be the last stream of this week. So, to all who have come in this week, thank you for coming in and thank you for watching and thank you for enjoying. You guys are awesome. Okay, so we did this bit the other night. We've got the living room pretty much sorted. We've got the kitchen done. Outside, we've got the front all done and all looking nice and spiffy and everything. So tonight, we're going to concentrate our efforts through here and see what we can do. So, now you see that goes up to there. I don't know if there's anything I can do about this wood. Paint it, I guess. So I think that's what we might do. We also need to put a door here as well. Let's get rid of that wallpaper, carpet even. And go into here. And we'll choose... I'm kind of going with vibing with the cyan here tonight. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, I think that is what we'll do, you know. Right, so that's got to be painted. We'll do that. Let's paint this up first. Right, lovely. Okay. Yeah, it's looking all right, you know. It's at least it's more refreshing than this drab, like a burnt orange colour we got on the wall up here. So, you know, there is that to it, I guess. But yeah, tonight the wrestling arena has been finished. It's done. At least I've gone as far as I want to with it. So we're going to be selling that here tonight. And then probably next stream we'll take a look at the new Christmas house and see what we can do with it. You know, it's not going to be my Christmas build by any stretch of the imagination, but, you know, it's there at least. I was honestly wondering when they were going to drop that, so I'm happy that they have now. It gives us something to play with, something to look at, doesn't it? They're pretty good when it comes to, you know, doing stuff like that on House Flipper. In the chat, my brother from another mother is in. Hello, bro. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all good. Sorry I had to abruptly leave your stream earlier. There was things I had to take care of. But from what I saw, you did amazing anyway. Good job. Right, so we're just going to paint this up. Do you know, we might go a different... No, we can't go a different colour up there because that'll look fucky, won't it? We won't do that. How's this window looking? That's all right. We can keep that. So I'm just going to do a simple cyan sort of colour here, just to brighten it up a little bit. Yeah, okay, it's more like... It's like a blue, and we've got blue going throughout the place, but, you know, why not? Light and airy is what I'm going for here. And this is just like a mod renovation kind of deal. You know, I'm not going to be keeping this house. So, it's all good, but you're just totally smashed. I understand that, bro. You got to get some sleep tonight, man. Again, you need, everybody needs their sleep. So, right. I don't know why I just don't take the can of fucking paint upstairs with me. I really don't. But, yeah. We are going to have a talking point tonight. And we could even start that now, as a matter of fact. The talking point tonight is anger. You ever been in a situation where sort of like you're really, really fucking pissed off at somebody and you're really angry at them, but there's an underlying problem and you don't seem to understand what's going on with them, but yeah, they've done something and it's really pissed you off? No worries, bro. Well, everyone gets angry, everybody gets pissed off from time to time. But is it really a good idea to, take that anger out on people? Well, honestly, I think no. I'm guilty of it myself, Sort of like I've been angry with the wrong people, and this isn't sort of like, well, you're just more angry with yourself. None of that shit. I'm not angry with myself by any stretch of the imagination, I'm okay. I kind of like who I am, It's not that. It's more of a case of, it's more of a case of sort of like being angry with somebody for no sort of reason than there being an underlying problem. Should you be more understanding? Should you be, more willing to talk it out with them, find out what's going on? In a way, I guess, what, that door ain't fucking working for me there, is it? Let's just keep it open like that. In a way, yes, I think, because everybody has the right to be fucking pissed off and angry at some point in their lives, and you shouldn't take shit off anybody. But what if it's somebody who's promised you something and they've broken it? Something like that makes you think, do you have the right to be angry with them? I've learned that sort of like before you unleash all hell on them, you should, find out what the problem is first. And sometimes it's something that's so sad that it makes you feel shit. And, that sort of thing has happened to me. Yeah, totally, brother, totally. We get angry mostly at the people we love. Because, in a way, I guess we kind of use them as a scapegoat. Sort of like, I'm pissed off and I love you, and you'll be the one that you will be able to, understand where I'm coming from. That kind of thing. And then there is an old saying, you always hurt the ones you love. And to a certain point, that can be true. Now, I'm not getting at that anything's happened or anything like that, But sort of like, it just got me thinking a little while back, sort of like, is it worth being angry, holding a grudge kind of thing, In some circumstances, yes. A lot of the time, no. I have been lied to by my own fucking mother. And that isn't where this stream comes from either. That isn't where this talking point comes from. I'm just sort of like, one of them who's sort of like, wants to talk and wants to say something, and then when you do, you get so fucking angry about it, you blow up, and then feeling guilty about it afterwards. You know, does anybody else get that? Has anybody else ever felt like that? I try to do my very best, but when I blow, and it gets bad. And, I try not to do it. I try my hardest to not unleash the beast, as it were. Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, that's another good point, actually, bro. Some people have things locked inside they don't want to talk about. It could be, something they're really pissed off about and don't want to cause any fuss and just want to try and get over it by themselves. It could be, something which, something which they don't think you'll approve of. Something like that. It manifests itself in such a fucking, horrible way sometimes. And you've got to try and take the rough with the smooth. And, yeah, don't bottle your feelings up, sure. And if somebody's pissed you off and they deserve, to be had a go at, then, unleash all hell on them. But, it just got me thinking, and when things like that happen, you can come across as a really fucking bad person. And like I said, I know 100% I'm guilty of that. I hold my hands up to it. I'm not proud of it. I am no way fucking proud of it. I try to keep my fucking shit together, But sort of like, if anyone forces your hand, it can get bad. So, yeah, there is that. It's just sort of like, how do you deal with it? And many things can cause you to be angry as well. You could be angry if someone you love passes. You can be angry if, I don't fucking know. There's all different ways of looking at it. And it is sad that it happens, but that's just the fact. It does happen. So, and some people have an anger problem, Some people get angry and blow their fucking top, go from 0 to 100 real quick, It's like lighting a fuse. And when that stick of dynamite blows, that's it. Game over. So, like I said, this hasn't come from anywhere there's anything that's happened or any shit like that to me. It's just a thought I had, Because believe me, if anyone pissed me off, you'd know about it. Because I tell you, straight up. But anything can cause it. What is the best way to deal with it, though? Is it to sort of like, burying your head in the sand ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. So what other choice do you have? Well, talking it out is a way. If there's a particular person you're angry with, talk it out. That can help. Anything like that. I mean, yeah, some people aren't willing to listen. You've heard me talk about my mum a lot this past year. And to a certain extent, I'm very fucking angry with her. But to a certain extent, I'm not. Yes, she's annoying. Yes, she pisses me off all the time. But, you know, she needs that support to get over things that's happened to her. And a hell of a lot has happened to her. I'm not saying that she's the only one. You know, there are so many other people out there who have had shit to deal with this year, have shit to deal with on a daily basis. And when it comes down to sort of like, you know, someone might do something you really, really disapprove of. For instance, once again there, like my mum. Got involved with fucking scammers and we gave her all the evidence in the world that they weren't real. But she wouldn't listen. Why wouldn't she listen? The answer to that one is very, very simple. Because the person who she was with never gave her any love, any affection, anything. And so she turned to somebody who she thought loved her, but it was just a scammer. And her not listening to her own children, that made me angry. That made me very angry. Because I'm like, you're taking this piece of shit, you know, listen to what he says, over your own fucking kids. What kind of person are you? What kind of person does that? But these fuckers who do that kind of thing are really clever. They are so clever. They know what to say and when to say it and how to say it. It's like a fucking script. And, you know, and no matter how much you try and get through to like I did for my mum, that this person isn't real, they don't listen because they're like, no, you just don't approve of it. This is mine and I'm not letting go of it. That's the kind of thing, you know. And it's fucking sad. And I think all these types of people who do that, like scamming and shit, should be taken out, should be taken down. But, you know, so anger is a weird thing. You can be angry at someone. You can wake up pissed off for no reason. You know. And that's just something I wanted to bring up tonight because, like I said, not because anything as such has happened. Let's do this one first. More sort of like that, you know, everyone needs to learn to, at certain points, control their anger. But when someone's promised you the world, when someone's promised you something, even if that's in your own family, and they break that, it actually fucking hurts. Because, like, you promised me you'd never do this kind of thing again, and you've done it. It's a breach of trust. And, you know, but there could be an underlying problem. What that underlying problem is, only they know. And yeah, you can't force it out of them. You have to let them talk in their own time. But you've got to take the softly, softly kind route about it. That's no good blowing up and be sort of like, well, if you won't fucking tell me what the matter is, how the fuck am I supposed to help you? Yeah, this, yeah, that. That just doesn't work. You know. So, that may or may not have made a bit any sense, but I'm going to leave that topic there. But it's just a bit of food for thought, really. You know. A lot of my talking points hadn't made sense quite recently. But, you know, it's just something that I thought about and thought I'd sort of like talk about a little bit because, you know, sometimes it does need to be spoken about and sometimes, you know, Sometimes people need to hear shit. So, you know. But yes, anyway, we'll come off the topic now. Thank you for listening to my ramblings, and we'll get this bedroom done. That ceiling is grotty as fuck. That needs to be painted. Like now. Right, so what are we? We're at the 11th of December. Not many sleeps left until Santa comes along with his ho-ho-hos. So yeah, please remember 23rd, got 2 streams happening. There's going to be a Train Sim World one, and there's going to be a House Flipper stream. Them nights, back to back. It's all good, bro. It's all good. You know. But yes, 2 streams on the 23rd. Come and join me for them. They're going to be fun. I will be doing some work and finishing off my Christmas house. And you're going to see that. You're also going to see, you know, some other things as well on Train Sim. Well, I've got something planned for that. So hopefully everything should work out okay. Fingers crossed. Right. Let's get some wallpaper on the wall. Okay. So yeah, as for the update today, I didn't know it was happening until I saw Boston's stream earlier. But now I know I've got the house. I'm halfway through it. As soon as I saw it, I started working on it, and I'm halfway through it. So as soon as I get it complete, I'll bring you the house, and we'll take a look at it together and see what it's got. Or see what they give us in place of it. Because that Scooby-Doo DLC, half of it wasn't what we fucking, you know, worked for. I mean, that fucking pirate ship building, I have no idea what to do with that. You know, do I do sort of like, you know, knock the fucker down and build something there in its place? Do we turn it into a pirate-themed strip club? $300,000, right? Okay, gotcha. Thanks, Daddy. Boston's going to go to sleep tonight dreaming of Angel's voice telling him to do unspeakable things to her, and rightfully so. And years later, he'll write it in a book. I will be the first person to buy that book. Make no mistake. Also, if you hear anything behind me, by the way, there's someone at the door, Daddy. There's 2 hookers here for you, Daddy. Would you like me to film it? You know, so yeah, but no, I've started to do a few of the GTA missions. I've got to be honest. The new mission, I am nowhere near affording a mansion. Let's just get that out there. I cannot fucking afford that, you know. And you know, I just play GTA privately now. I won't be streaming that game again. I know that for a fact. You know. You know, I'll never fucking stream that game again. But it's taken a lot for me to go back on there. And that might think, what? It's a game, you dozy bastard. What are you talking about? So here's the thing. I'm one of them people who, if something happens, I then avoid what I did before to stop it happening again. Like it's a jinx, like it's some kind of curse or something. You get what I mean? That happened with GTA. So basically, when it comes to GTA, that was the last video game I played earlier this year before my wife went into hospital. Ever since that, I avoided it. Like it was a jinx. Like, you know, maybe if I do it, I can change the course of things happening again. And I'd avoided it all year. I had loaded that game up for an entire year. That was the last game I played before she went in. That's why I've been avoiding it. And I haven't really done anything with it, you know. So, now you know. And that's why I ain't got the money on there to buy a mansion. I've watched Lank Mandam play it, and watched Boston play as well. Streaming it myself is not going to happen. I'm just putting that out there right now. I'm not going to be, you know, I'm not streaming that again. The next time you see me stream anything GTA, it'll be when they finally actually decide to release GTA 6. You know. And then I'm hoping to be on there online with my brother. So, you know. But, nah. But I have been enjoying the new missions. I think when it comes to the houses, I think they did an okay job. I think they're a bit expensive, and, you know, I also, you know, I think Rockstar really need to assess their pricing, though, on things. I mean, sure, they're a company, they've got to make money, but when sort of like you want to try something out and play with your mates and stuff, and you don't want to feel left out, and they're charging sort of like, say, 16 mil for a mansion, which means then you've got to spend money, you know. Boston says, all that, no freaking sauna, what the hell? It's Rockstar thinking, yeah. They at least could have put sort of like an AI woman in the sauna for you that talk like Angel, and or even in the shower. Would you like me to rub you down, Daddy? You know, that'd be quite funny. You know. But that's just the way it goes, I guess. But no, that's basically why I hadn't got the money on there to do it, and why I don't stream GTA. I'm safe with Flipper. They gave you a pooch and a pussy. Well, you know, what else can we hope for in life but a nice pussy, right? That's the way it works. So, yeah. But there you have it. I mean, myself, like I said, I've been enjoying the missions and stuff. I've been liking getting back into it and everything. And I've had to do so much housekeeping on there. I'm not even done yet. I have to admit, I've sold some fucking cars that I didn't think I would sell, but I have. Not to get money, just sort of like, don't fancy it anymore, having that one. You know, and doing my spins at the casino, I've already had fucking RP twice, 2 days running, so that's fucking fantastic. You know, but yeah, I might go on GTA when they bring the snow in, but I don't have to think about actually being there to stream it like that this year. And I'm okay with that, you know. Oh, bloody hell, man, not good. You know. But I am thinking about doing something. Not to do with GTA, that's completely un-GTA related. Next week, I'm actually thinking about bringing you a wrestling show. I haven't done one for so long, and it would be nice to get back into WWP again. So I'll bring you a wrestling show, hopefully sometime next week, and we can have a bit of fun with that. That'll do. Fuck it. Oh yeah, we need a new light up here, don't we? I don't know if I'll call it anything. I might just be WWE wrestling. The FMJ MK5, yeah. I've lost a bit of love for the sports cars on GTA. You know, I'm not really. The only time I drive a sports car is on Forza. As for GTA, I'm not really fussed. You know, when it comes to that. I do like me to, on GTA though, just to have a basic car. And I've got the one that looks like the Ford Granada Sierra thing. I've got that, and that's actually one of my favourites. You know. Right, let's go for let's do white in here. You know, but yeah, I've been playing that a fair bit. And before, I'm going to put a disclaimer out there before we even get to the 23rd. When I do train sim, I always go over the speed limit. It's fun, it's educational, it's what I like to do, and that is what I will be doing. I will be going well over the speed limit, so please do not come into stream and tell me to slow down, because I am not listening. Thank you for your time. Now back to our scheduled programming. Yeah. Just have a bit of fun, really. You know, I wasn't going to do anything this year. Like I said, I'm thankful that I'm back on here, even though I feel guilty about coming back onto YouTube. You're driving too slow. Speed it up. Faster, faster. Absolutely. Faster, faster. That's what Angel wants to say to you, bro. Faster, faster, daddy. Oh, he is going to have some sweet fucking dreams tonight. Oh, can I just raise one point? What is up with Amanda's hair being blonde? Oh, yeah, yeah. What is up with Amanda's hair being blonde? I thought that was sort of like an older version of Tracy or something when I first saw her. And I thought, the irony is that's your aunt's name too. What, Amanda? Right, okay. Yeah, I can see how that could work, bro. Damn. Oh, Angel. Angel's your mum. Oh, that's awkward. That's fucking awkward. Next time you see your auntie and she's sort of, and you're gonna look at her and just imagine her saying to some bloke, "Hey there, daddy," Now, this wallpaper reminds me of something, right? Do you ever sort of like that need that little bit of calm in your life where You look for videos that'll calm you down and that you really enjoy watching, but you would never have thought that was something that you'd enjoy. My hand would be up. I'm guilty of that. Recently, yes, I'm still watching the tech videos. I'm still, watching the car videos and stuff. But recently, I've taken to these videos where there's these girls who go camping. One of them is, oh my fucking god. One of them fucking get me a 2-man tent, and the woods are going to be rocking that night. No, fucking. And when they're talking about on there sort of like being peaceful and being with nature and stuff, they're not like hipsters or anything like that. They just like to camp, like to be outdoors. I really enjoy that. My sister is into that kind of lifestyle. My sister thinks that she, likes sort of like the hippie kind of lifestyle, love, peace, that kind of thing, And I kind of really, really dig that myself, them kind of vibes, Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to go from listening to heavy metal to, playing Bob Marley, but it's like, it's like, yeah, I find them videos very relaxing, very calming. I really enjoy watching them, especially one of them because she's, but, and I'll let you into a little secret. I've created a wrestler based on her, and when I do the wrestling stream, you'll know her when you see her. Daddy. So, yeah. Yeah, but it's really, I really, really like them kind of videos. That has never really been me. Them kind of videos can send me off to sleep. That's way too bright. If I was to delete that one, well, that could work. That's never been me. That's never been sort of like anything I've been into. But I just came across one night, and I started watching it. There was a different person on that one. And, being outdoorsy and stuff like that and everything. And I thought to myself, well, I've never actually experienced that. I've never been camping, ever, in my life. Not once. And seeing that kind of makes me want to go to experience it for myself. Not once in my life have I ever been camping. I think that's because it's a bit too involved, You got to fuck around putting a tent up, and then you got to, get your sleeping situation done. And then, and it just seems like too much fucking hard work for me. I've never been that kind of person, but, I wouldn't mind giving it a shot. Genuinely. Being outdoors, being, in nature and stuff like that. That's why the good Lord gave us nature, to enjoy it. So, I think at some point we really, really would like to give that a try. Just, have a night somewhere, do a night camp, and just see what it's like, and see if it is for me. But yeah, like I say, I've never been one for that. It's crazy how we get into different things as we get older. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to be the same crazy cunt I've always been. I'm more than happy to sit here and talk about heavy metal music with the best of them, you know? But I don't know. There's just something about that kind of lifestyle that I really do like. The stress-free life, kind of things like that. I suppose I better clean this fucking thing. Your window's clean, Daddy. Right. Okay, so let me get a little blind up this one. Excellent. Right. Okay. Well, that's basically the house done. Simple as that. I'm not going to take it too far. It's not, and the kind of thing I want to do. But we got it done. We're going to sell it in just a second there. Before I do, I'm not going to be streaming until after the weekend. Might be Sunday, it could be Monday. Well, this is to do with wrestling, okay? So if you don't like wrestling, you can tune out right now. But I would like to say thank you to John Cena. He wrestles his last match this coming Saturday at Saturday night's main event, and has been a staple of professional wrestling for so many years. He's quitting, guys. He's retiring. So I'd like to say thank you for the memories, John Cena. A lot of people, don't really like Cena, but I think Cena's all right. I don't mind Cena. So yeah, thanks, John, for everything. It was really cool to watch you all these years. So yeah, just wanted to get that one out of the way. Now can I fit a fucking door there? Oh, for fuck. Do you know what? I'm going to leave it open. Bollocks to it. Right, we're going to sell this place, then we're going to go to the wrestling arena, take a look around that, and then sell it. Right. Who's got it? Okay, we got 3 bidders. We have Valentina Laurent, we have Julia Fox, and Francis Smith. 4981. Right, okay, gotcha. 49081. 48. It's going to be this. Our friend Francis Smith is going to buy it. Thank you, Francis. Enjoy your house, my friend. Let's take a look at what it was and what it is. Yes, I left some shit laying about, but, it was quite a fun one to do, quite a quick one to do as well, this. Makes a change for me to do a quick build. I see I didn't put too much detail into this. It's just not much point. More than fucking likely, bro. More than likely. When he came out, when I watched the clips of GTA and stuff, and he came out in that bathroom in these yellow fucking tighty fucking budgie smugglers, I thought, what the fuck is that? Fucking hell. But yeah, I reckon you may be right. Okay, we're now going to head to the arena, which you saw the other night. And I basically just polished it off, finished it off. We'll take a look around, and then we'll sell it, and then we'll probably call it for tonight. So it's the old marketplace we're going to. Let's load her up. Yeah. Yeah, no one, no, I'll tell you, no one's calling him daddy wearing them fucking toe shoes. They comfortable on your feet, daddy? My ass cheeks would feel better. Okay, here we are. We are at the place. Live professional wrestling is in front of you right now. So this is it. I know we had to paint that little bit, but should we just paint it? Let's just polish it. Shall we just finish it? Just there. Just quickly finish this little bit off here, I guess, and then we'll sell it. Make it look like something. There we go, and we'll just do this bit. Of course we run out of paint. Why the fuck wouldn't we? I'm not painting up there. Fuck that. Right. It's possible, yeah. More than possible, bro. Okay. So here we are. This is the WWP Arena. Live professional wrestling. Don't worry about the car park not being completed. I can't be asked. I've took it as far as I want. So here we are. We've got the ticket office over here with WWP Wrestling on it. Says tickets up there. We can go in there. And it's just your standard sort of like stuff inside here. With your till for the money, you got a phone to take bookings, and also a laptop for online, sales and stuff. Shows every Friday, Saturday, bell time, 7 p.m. Also, an upcoming show here: Battle of the Giants, Lucha Champion APS versus the Rockstar and the Beast. As we head in, there is an advertisement. Yeah. Mini truck's going to be good. So there's an advertisement here. It says, want to wrestle? Ask about training and pricing. So this is not only an arena, this is a performance center as well, which is really cool. We'll go around here and we'll go backstage first. So you go backstage, and this is the men's locker room. Got some belts there, benches there to change onto. We've got some showers. We've got a toilet there. Nothing too drastic. We've got some nice neons at the back here as well, just to brighten the place up a bit. Female locker room where they got blue and white for SmackDown. And kind of like the same kind of concept, except they have 3 cubicles for toilets. A few more showers, and got some benches there for the ladies to change into their wrestling gear for a night of grappling. Right, over here is our entranceway, and we've got the a barricade up around the ring. Got the steps both sides to get into, and as you can see, we've got the crowd chairs in, ready to watch a night of professional wrestling at its very, very finest. Got 2 screens up for the Trons for when they come out, so they can play the entrance video, and some lights for the entranceway too. So it hasn't worked out all that bad, really. And if we stand and look at it from afar, yeah, you can see that's a wrestling arena. So all in all, I've took it as far as I want to. I'm really, really happy with the place. So I think all we need to do now is to sell it and see what we get for it. In the words of, this is wrestling, so in the words of Triple H, are you ready? Here we go. No Bilo. Who is going to be the new owner of WWP Wrestling on here? Right. Got Ryan Gallo, Liam Baker, and Alice Santana. 369, 355, 352. It's going to be Ryan Gallo. And he kind of looks like he could run a shitty wrestling promotion, to be fair. So we'll sell it to him. And we'll take a look. What it was and what it is. This one wasn't too difficult to do either. This one was quite a nice little place to do up. Looks like an older version of Jimmy Hopkins. Yeah, he actually does. He actually really does. Well, you know, I could make him for WWP. Well, there you have it. That has been tonight's stream. It probably hasn't been as long as it normally would be, but, you know, it's been a long fucking day. So we've came on, we've done a stream, we're happy with everything, so it's all good. So, do you know what? I'm actually going to quit to main menu here. And I'm going to say thank you for watching while we have our wintry scene on the screen there. I'm going to say thank you to everybody who watched out there. You guys are awesome. Thank you to my brother Boston. And if you like House Flipper content, if you like all different types of content from a very, very talented streamer and also a guy who I consider my family, my brother, then please go and subscribe to my brother Boston Tea Party right here on YouTube because he's just a great person. He says, thanks for streaming. Thank you for coming in, my brother. Much appreciated. Go sub to Boston. And if you want more content, then you need to go and subscribe to the Queen of the Flipper, Pam's Game TV 2000. She does incredible builds that are mind-blowingly good. They really are. You know, you watch her videos, you watch Boston's videos, you will not be disappointed. So please go subscribe to Pam's Game TV and Boston Tea Party right here on YouTube. Also, massive shout out and a massive hello to Kathy. I hope you're okay. Right, I'm getting out of here now, guys. Thank you for watching. I will be back probably Sunday or Monday-ish. All depends on when I feel like doing it. You're more than welcome, my brother. Much love. I'll be here Sunday or Monday-ish, so please come along for a bit of fun and see what crazy crap I'm up to next. So, yes, thank you for watching. It's been awesome to, do this for you. Thank you for giving me your time. And I'm going to get out of here now. Stay safe, everybody. Keep it real. And God bless you all. Good night, guys. Bye.